Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kip Moore. Come see what life on the road with me is like on the CMT tour Up in Smoke.
When a picture tossed to heaven.
I grew up, family of 6 kids in a tiny house for a long time to move into another one. And, so I'm very used to being in tight quarters. It was always me and my brothers riding in my dad's truck everywhere we went. So 4 people really tight in that F-150. And we traveled in my Jeep for years before truck even came out. We were opening for different people all over the country, just acoustic. And I would burn CDs in my Jeep while we were driving, and make little 2-song things in the cell and a T-shirt. This has been a long fight, a long fight. And I remember moving to town, and living in so many just dumps and, no heat during the wintertime, and trying to have a job that gave me just enough money to survive and to where I could be writing full time. And because that was the thing, is I wanted to be a professional writer. That was my goal, and I wanted to write songs for everybody. And so for years, I just was like a maniac trying to hone my craft and get better and better at that. And I think that my passion has been misinterpreted at times. I've had to kind of rein it back in a little bit. I can be very fiery, and I'm after shows, I think a lot of people see me as this laid back thing. After shows, I can be so angry if we miss one note, if I didn't do something I needed to do better, if my throat was hurting and I didn't sing well, and I didn't feel like I gave the best show, I get so down on myself. And a lot of times too, I'm fiery on stage. If I don't feel like the crowd's giving us back what we're putting in, I'll dig in and spit on the stage, and I've had to kind of rein myself back in at times and realize that just because I might not be getting the reaction I want doesn't mean that I'm enjoying it like somebody else in another demographic, in another crowd, in another region, and that kind of thing. And also just the intensity I've had with making this new record. I've gone to butted heads with so many people, the powers that be and labels and management and agents, and I've had to kind of rein myself back in and really take into their perspectives and what they're thinking, and not just be so bullheaded on this is going to be my way kind of thing, and I've had to, because their opinions are very valuable to me. I've learned a lot in this process.
What would winning the CMA New Artist of the Year mean for you?
I grew up watching the CMAs with my dad, mom, and I've kind of, with a lot of the other awards I've been up for, this one's out of my control, just like those were. But I was able to really just be like, this is out of my control. I'm gonna focus on what I can focus on, which is my live shows and my recording process and that whole thing. But this award means a whole lot to me. I think all of us in the category want to win. They're my good friends in the category, but CMA is a special thing, and it means the world to me that people have acknowledged me in the band for this thing. It means a whole lot to me.